Good morning, welcome back to Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. I'm out of a ZoinkMeister. Let's get going. Ohayo gozaimasu. Pokemon Suta Let's Go Pikachu. Yosoko. ZoinkMeister no Armo desu. Saiko. Okay, so we're in Cerulean. Here's the Nugget Bridge. Here's Bunko. Adam, you're not gonna believe this. A Pokemon, it's got... That's how the battle starts? That's as far as he got? Okay, whatever. Green Pants Boy Bunko would like to battle. Pokemon Trainer Bunko sent out Pidgey. So, I feel like we all know how this is gonna go. But, in the meantime, wanted to go ahead and apologize that I've been gone for so long. I have literally had the most insane consecutive amount of things happening left and right. So, I mean, as far as regular life and Christmas coming up and all these preparations and these alterations at work that have been coming up and just a lot of paperwork. Occasionally with whatever it is my regular job is, I end up sometimes occasionally having to work 16-hour shifts against my will. And like that isn't like an estimated number. They're either in sets of 8 or if for whatever reason they can't find a person, they have to have you cover a double shift, so it ends up exactly being 16 hours, and it's just real hard. I mean, Patrick does videos out on the odd days, and sorry, he does the evens and I do the odd days, so it's a little. He's able to consistently put out videos, and that's like he's great, but I'm not. It's really hard to keep up right now, especially when like if you end up doing a 16-hour shift. Then of course you can't record that day, but then you have to go back to work this next day, and then you have to do your 8-hour shift, and by the time you get off, you don't want to do, you don't have time to record. At this point, I've honestly, at the beginning of this month, or actually no, since Thanksgiving, I haven't been able to do anything because it was Thanksgiving, a lot of preparation time. My days off happened to land on Thanksgiving and the day before Thanksgiving, and then I had, some very important personal things to do the day after, and then I had to go back to work right after. Didn't have much time to record, and then since then I've been having to do all kinds of nonsense with work. So I've been really tied up with Christmas coming up, and this being the first year I have a house, not apartment but full-on house. Been a lot of things to do in preparation to all that. I also have a dog now. Along with our 3 cats, so that was some fun nonsense that happened in that time now. Even though we're playing Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, the dog's name is Eevee. She's super cool, German Shepherd, very monstrous, breaks through all of the kennels, metal and wood. She's indestructible. She's kind of like a real Pokemon, I guess. But other than that, I'm super sorry. What else happened? Oh yeah, I ended up playing 2 games very slowly in my very small amount of time, like an hour, like at 11 p.m. to like midnight, and before going to bed, and then getting back up at like 6 a.m. I 100%ed Jedi Fallen Order, and I'm trying to... I couldn't get the platinum because of a glitch. Those bounty hunters, make sure if you happen to see them that you kill and scan them immediately, because there's a glitch that makes it so they don't appear anymore. And I've been trying to platinum the 2019 Modern Warfare. Oh wait, we're back. Ha! Deep breaths. Okay, let me try that again. Sorry, it's not like that to lose my cold. There's a house up ahead with this famous Pokemon fan. I wanted to, but I don't forget. But the Pokemon, Bill's a Pokemon. Instead, there was a Pokemon and it talked. Ish, just thinking about it gives me the creeps. Don't go in there. I like to think that from this point onwards, it just turns into a zombie apocalypse, and there's like weird decaying like Pokemon and trainers up the road, and then we have to like try our best. Like it just says objective ... survive ... and from this point on it just becomes an extreme rated M version of Pokemon. And like when I say infected, I don't mean like the slow like Resident Evil. I'm talking like fast boys, somewhere along the lines of like higher level bad boys from like Last of Us, or possibly, hold on, this Whip Boy seems promising. Yeah, you learn marvelous moves from these Whip Boys. So Zippy Zap. I think this is like what it is, like 90 base damage or something. It's basically like a faster version of learning Thunderbolt. That's, yeah, no, 50. Okay, so it's always critical. So yeah, it does 100 because it does 50, but it's always critical. So I don't know what that means in terms of Pokemon that have something like anti-critical, like, oh yeah, critical can't land on this, because I think there is an effect that stops critical moves, but for the most part, Zippy Zap will be very helpful. But going on, yeah, not slow zombies. I want like the end of Last of Us zombies, or maybe like even like Halo's The Flood. Let's see what this guy's about. I think they're just jealous of Bill, because he's so steaming hot. That was the way I read his dialogue. I actually didn't read it. I feel like a lot of Pokemon is going up to people, clicking A, and then not actually reading the dialogue, but that's just how I feel. So let's go back to the Nugget Bridge right after we see. I know you can't go here yet until after you basically clear out Cerulean, but I wanted to see. Yeah, it's basically the same dialogue but expanded upon that Team Rocket vandalized these people's house. So for some reason, she's going to stand guard, because if she didn't stand guard, that means you can just walk into people's house, because in the Pokemon... How did they get this Onix in here? Oh my goodness. Ma'am, you live a terrible life. That took a long time. That was a long loading transition. Have they always been this long and I just didn't notice? That's so weird. How have I never noticed how long that transition period takes to go in and out of doors? I mean, Jesus, you think they would have rectified this? This, like, isn't too big of a game. Yeah, that's gonna bother me so much. Oh well, whatever. It's not... No steam on my boat, right? Toot toot, Steamboat Willie. So here's the gauntlet that is the Golden Bridge, Gold Nugget Bridge. So, you know, there's just a bunch of like Shorts boys and Rattata boys and like Bellsprout boys. So I'll probably be talking to them through most of this. Oh, I really like that the background consistently stays the Golden Bridge, and it like looks much more fabulous in like actual battle than it does in real life. Look at this. It's like a giant square in the bridge as well. It's like the architecture's entirely changed. Like, this is the bridge I want to see. It's funny too, because this like isn't like a bridge for vehicles. It's just like a walkway bridge, but it still has such a fabulous name, like the like Gold Nugget Bridge or whatever it's called. We're the Gold Nugget boys, and we want to fight. I think it was kind of weird that Vetternut's eyes like deluminated. It makes it look like I killed it. Oh well. So that's one guy who gave us 3 balls for winning the match. Oh boy, alas. I'm second. Get ready for double trouble. What's your name? Lass Alley. Psyduck. I wonder why they went with Lass. Like, that's something that's like consistently been across all like the like Gen 1 games is Lass. It's like such a... Like, I've never heard anyone outside of like maybe like the UK ever use Lass. And like, this is like a Japanese game taking place like in a Japanese setting. It's like the Kanto region of Japan is the inspiration, and somehow Lass. Maybe there just like isn't a word for like general girl character that they were comfortable with. I mean, because they even use like gentleman, and I feel like that's a very common one. But oh man, and then they have like Shorts boys or whatever. Like, this guy is Youngster. Like, this, look at his Weedle shirt. I just love the Weedle shirt. What is it, episode 1 or 2 of this same playthrough where I was like, could you imagine just stepping on a Weedle or a Caterpie and it just like spreads out because it's a giant bug? It'd be disgusting. Hit him with the double kick. I don't know why, but Sandshrew's eyes are something I've always been very fond of. Like the design of its eyes. It looks very like alienistic. I really like it. So as of the time of this release, Pokemon Sword and Shield came out, and I'm not gonna lie, I honestly do believe that this game is a better game than that game. And I've played them all, some of the Pokemon games in multiple languages, so I'm very, very accustomed to the Pokemon formula and the entirety of the extended Pokemon universe. And Pokemon Sword and Shield does a lot of mechanical, how did I say this? There's a terminology for it. What is, quality of life improvements, like having a single escape rope that you can use forever, or having, you know, small things here and there. You can ride a bike from land to water and it'll still be a bike. Like really cool improvements that I feel like now, looking back retrospectively on the Pokemon universe, like, you know, you should have done this before. This series is like decades old. But, you know, it's fine. It's fine. It's not a bad game. It's just not the best. I know there's a lot of flack for people giving it either really high reviews or really low reviews based on their opinion with the whole Dexit thing. But at the end of the day, if I don't like to compare it to other games until after a game has received its own standalone review, if that makes sense. So like, well, what I like to explain is like, if I was going to review a game, which I don't believe you can give a true review of a game unless you've like really extensively either maybe like platinumed it or 100%ed it. So as far as my early impressions for Sword and Shield go, that game is also a Pokemon game that is, you know, enjoyable. I would not say it's up there with like some of the better ones, but like standalone, it's cool. A lot of quality of life improvements, but at the end of the day, it's like standalone score compared to other standalone score afterwards, not comparing it every single step of the way, like, oh yeah, this game did this better, or this game did this better. I was like, no, you should probably review it as a standalone game first, and then compare those standalone by themselves afterwards. But again, I haven't, like, completed the game or anything. I've completed this game. Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu are, you know, the same flip-the-coin game. So, for basically, I wouldn't say platinuming it, because I technically didn't 100% it, because you have to track down all 149 Elite Trainers and beat them with their selective Pokemon in a 1v1, and there's a level 70. That's literally just busy work, and I can't believe that's a completion thing. But basically, you've got two great balls. Okay, hold on. This guy is actually important. Congratulations, you beat our 5 trainer. You just earned a prize. A nugget from the mysterious stranger trainer. By the way, kid, you want to join Team Rocket? That was a nice transition. We're a group of dedicated evil doing bad. Want to join? Yes. Are you sure? Yes, I want to join. Let me join. Come on, join us. I'm telling you I want to. I'm telling you to join. And I'm telling you I'll join. You need convincing. That's it. I'll make you an offer you can't. I'd like to go on record saying that I did try to enlist in Team Rocket and he just wouldn't stop. So from this point onwards, it's not me thinking that they're a bad corporation and I'm going to stop them. I'd like to believe it's like, you guys wouldn't let me in? Fine. I will destroy you. And that's my motivation to why I'm stopping them. It's not because I'm good. It's because they wouldn't let me in. So now they all must be murdered. You know, speaking of, what's it called? Games where you play the bad side of it. I really like, what was that? Pokemon Coliseum, I think, is the only game where, like, you don't start in the good. Like, I believe they say that you were a bad guy, part of the bad guy gang, and like you had enough is enough, and you stole some of their equipment that lets you steal Pokemon from other people, but now you only steal their Pokemon from them. Like the game as a mechanic will only let you steal Pokemon, a snatcher device, from bad guys, and only if their Pokemon is like infected, or not infected, what is it, corrupted with like shadow energy or whatever, and so you could take them away and cleanse them. But like that was really cool. I'd like to see a game by Pokemon, or at least a game in the Pokemon universe where it wasn't all sunshine cuddles and like weird tickling an Eevee's foot and like giggling, you know? I don't know. I know Pokemon does this, let's see what Wing Attack does, like I think like 60 base damage, right? So what do we... Gust only does 40. Well, yeah, could you regular special attack? Regular attack isn't even that good, so we'll just replace it with Wing Attack. But, where was I? Gosh darn it, when I don't have any kind of caffeine in the morning, I lose my train of thought so easily. Oh, yeah. I wish there was a game that was a little more, I guess, adult-friendly than the Pokemon universe. I know a lot of the weird, I'm gonna go here real quick because there's another just gauntlet of trainers before Bill. But, I know there is what's it called? A lot of weird stuff that makes you uncomfortable in the Pokemon universe. Like, I know they, like, whenever ghosts get involved in the Pokemon universe, it's, like, weird. Like, I know, Sun and Moon have that, like, weird girl that she talks to you, but, like, in a different language, and when you go to her, you find out that she was a ghost the whole time, and that she disappears. There's a ghost in, oh, man, the big New York-style city in, what is it, XY, maybe? I don't know. There's a bunch of weird effects. I know there's like that ghost mansion that's somehow present in like every single game except like this one. I mean, this one has like the weird cemetery where there's like, oh yeah, this is where we take all the dead Pokemon. Oh yeah, this is the team, by the way. I'm sorry. Yeah, let's take Charmander out of the ball. As of right now, this is the team. What's going on? So if you wanted to check that out, just go ahead and pause it. Did you find something? What'd you find, girl? Oh, you're just taking in the scent of the flowers. Well, we don't have time for that. We have to go slaughter a group of people. Specifically, a bunch of youngsters and hikers. Hey, look, this guy has a Charmander too. I'm not good at raising Pokemon. I feel sorry that this Charmander doesn't love me. Are you interested? I am, but... Oh. I have to catch 50 Pokemon? You know, I believe... I mean, there wouldn't be a reason to not give me that, right? Like, I'm sure that the reason that they're giving me that Charmander is it has, like, max IVs and EVs or something like that, right? I'm assuming so. Like, they wouldn't just give me, like, a random, like, it has terrible stats in the end. I'm assuming that's the Charmander you want to get. Oh, boy, Pikachu. Show him what 2 red feet can do to a giant rock snake, boy. Who would win in a fight? One small, 1-foot electric mouse? Or one giant rock boy? It's the mouse. The mouse would win. Not Rage. I like the Pokemon moves that are so generically named. Rage. Endure. It's like so... Like, that could mean anything. That could mean that could be a stat boost. That could be like a special effect. That could be like a confusing like type. I don't know, like swagger. Swagger is ridiculous. How is that even? That's like an adjective more than an action. So, I don't know. That's just how I feel. Well, we have a lot of people to go through here, so I guess we'll just pick this person so they don't walk out and make us walk around to get the other person as well. Bird Keeper Joey. I'm not sure. Is that your occupation, or is that like is that like your hobby? Like I have some questions here. I mean, you do you. Everyone has the right to their opinion. I'm just saying, one does not simply just wear overalls. You have to earn it. And I'm just wondering if you've earned it. That's all. Evidently not, since your Pidgeotto was destroyed so easily. You got 3 Pokeballs. We could just... Yeah, we can dodge the youngster, but the hiker... You know, I could probably have dodged the youngster and the hiker, but... Whatever. I guess I need the XP. Besides, this is... God, his stomach is gigantic. And his beard is like weird multi-layered beard. Go get him, Pikachu. Show him what happens when Pokemon wear clothes like humans. It means we're better than them. They're naked. He's so angry. 1 foot. And 2 feet. What are you gonna do now, Geodude? You gonna be angry some more? So mad. You keep storing that energy. I got you, bro. Store this last foot. Oh no, was it too much? Are you full? Insignificant speck. Oh boy. Not Machop. Well, I'm actually not suited for this, so let's see if Pidgey is any good. Hopefully Pidgey will evolve from this too. Also, I am not sure, but I believe in this area, if you run a combo of like 10 and that small patch of grass next to the guy with Charmander, I think you can get a Squirtle here. I think you can. So I will try to grind that off screen, and hopefully by the end of it, we can end up with our Charizard, Venusaur, and Blastoise early on. And maybe we can, like, use that to rock the boat all the way up until we get something more fun. Because, I don't know, I want to, Alakazam seems like fun, Gengar, and Dragonite, but I might also want an Aerodactyl. I don't know, there's a lot of good choices. I always feel great about a handsome Vaporeon too. Those things are just a special defense and HP tank. And we're just all the sleeping powders. So yeah, we'll get rid of Tackle. It does pretty much nothing at this point. Ta-da! I always like to believe that every time they go ta-da right before you like learn your new move, it's like a fat magician who like messed up the trick and all the cards fell on the floor and he's really embarrassed, so he just goes ta-da and like looks real nervous to the audience, and then like his tuxedo like pops open and like a button flies in the crowd at that exact moment. Picnic or Kelsey? Seriously, is this like your, like, where are they selling that outfit? Are you guys like all picnickers? Is that like your, is that like a job? Is there like a union of picnickers, or is this like a very common hobby that for some reason it's like very well documented that this is the outfit? Yeah, Jesus, that HP bar flew. Well, sorry Goldeen, but you got zippy zapped. Oh boy, Charmander's level 11. You got two great balls. Oh, we could just dodge the other. So let's, what goodies do we have? An Ether. Oh boy. Ether? Ether? I'm assuming it's Ether. Oh, did you see that sporadic dodge? She thought she had me. I'll probably be going backwards afterwards on this episode and like defeat all those trainers anyways. Cut it out of the episode. Oh my god, this fisherman looks so tired. Look at his eyes. He has like, hasn't slept in days. Lives cigarette to cigarette, just chain smoking the next one. His vest like doesn't fit very well. He's literally wearing like a Hank Hill outfit with like some extra fishing gear. And some tucked in boots. You do you, fisherman. I forgot your name, but I will reference it at the end of this battle. After I destroy all your Magikarps. You're only making my Pikachu stronger. Is it really worth it? I was gonna say I'm probably gonna ditch Pikachu from the gang at some point, I feel. But whatever. I feel like Thunder Wave hasn't been too useful to me. And I'll probably, again, end up switching Pikachu out later. Pikachu and Eevee in both games as your starters have perfect stats, by the way. They are very, very, very strong. But I feel like that's playing the game on easy mode. So if you get rid of your starter, you basically are playing the games the way it should be. Where you just catch them. So, but again, when you start early, there's like not much to catch and not much that levels up well. Like a Pidgey, like do I really eventually want a Pidgeot? Not really. Like, oh, do a Rattata? Do I want a strong Raticate? No, not really. So, you know, like, I mean, you can get like what, Golem, Butterfree, Beedrills. Those are like all the Pokemon you can end up with if you stick with like the beginning sets. So it's like smarter to just use it now. Okay, everyone shut up. Important dialogue. In the back, I said shut up. Okay, he's got a nice little lab and 2 giant chambers. He sleeps on the couch. It's a little weird. Aspiring scientist just sleeps on the couch. He's got 2 hyperbolic time chambers. Oh, that a Nidorino behind the desk there? Oh my god. Hiya, I'm a Pokemon. Right there and then. Oh no! Kick it as hard as you can. Everyone run! I'm just joshing you, pal. I screwed up an experiment and got combined. It hurts so much. Please, put me in the teleporter and kill me. You can do it from that PC right there. Don't leave me hanging. I'm counting on you. This life is miserable. I do it myself, but these weird spiked toenails don't fit in the trigger lining of any weapon I could find. I almost got it with a medieval musket, but my face was too far away from the trigger. I don't think they can own guns in Japan either. This is a nice cinematic moment. Oh boy. Pikachu's so happy. There's like an explosion that just instantly evaporates everyone in the room, and he's so happy. Oh, well, it looks like a normal Nidorino. Oh my god, he's hot. No, I'm just kidding. Look at him. He came out of the teleporter with new genes. Genes as in, like, genetic genes. And still came out shirt tucked in. Like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, the person that no matter what... Oh, cool. SS tickets for, like, defusing you from another, you know, molecular level of a Pokemon. All I get is some tickets. That's super cool. Money would have been nice as well. Aspiring scientist. Whatever. So, that's Bill. This is basically the last thing to do in Cerulean besides, it's one of those elite trainers over there. Besides, what's it called? Beating Misty. So that'll probably be the thing we're off to do next. But, what are we, like 30 minutes into this episode by now, I feel? I'll probably end up cutting it right when we get to the gym. We'll, like, stop there so you guys get the nice cinematic of it opening. What'd you find, Charmander? A pair of pants in the elementary school lost and found. How did they get there? I've always wondered that. When there's pants in the elementary school lost and found, like, who lost the pants? Like, I don't understand how that's lost and found. Yeah, we'll hit up the Pokemon Center. I don't know why I was going to go around. That was a dumb decision. They're both right here. But yeah, after you beat Misty, there's pretty much nothing else to do in here except, go get Dig from the Dirty Rocket guy behind the house he robbed. And then we head towards Vermilion. So, it's like the first, what, maybe 1/8 of the game or something? Already knocked out. It's going by pretty zippy. So let's go check out that gym, and then we will probably call this episode here and start the next. Ooh. Ah. Oh. Yo, champ in the making. Misty is the gym leader. You'll need at least a level 15 Pokemans. Well, I mean, impressive. That's at least 15, alright. Well, I think this is a good place to stop. Thanks for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe if you liked it. Comment down below any questions you have. And I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks. Zoink out. You've been great.